Welcome to Real Food, and I've got this new video about an unusual dish. It's an overcast and kind of cold day in London today, and I wanted to prepare some kind of roast vegetables, but I didn't want to use the oven because it takes forever, and I actually don't have many vegetables. But what I do have, I have parsnips, but I wanted something a bit more flavoursome than just boiled or fried parsnips. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to create a very interesting spicy lightly grilled or lightly fried type of parsnip. So, and what I'm doing, I've got some light spices. I've got cinnamon, I've got lemongrass, I've got black pepper, and I'm going to add these cardamoms and coriander. These are one of my favorites. They're really flavoursome. And after I've added some, let me do that quickly. I'm going to add olive oil, and I'm going to bring these spices to heat to higher temperature, so that these aromatic ingredients start to infuse the oil, and then I'm going to add my parsnips there. So here we are. I think that should be enough of cardamoms. I'm not actually opening the pods because, you know, in cardamoms, inside these pods, there are even more flavoursome seeds, and some would open them up and use the seeds instead. I think for this purpose, I'm going to keep them in because I don't want my fried or grilled parsnip to be too spicy. I want some light flavour, and I want this flavour to be gentle. So that's why I think. Well, that's about it. That's about the right amount of spices now. So I'm going to put it on heat, and I'm going to add some olive oil. I also have this new. This is one of my new frying pans, and as you can see, this one doesn't have the typical, you know, what they sell in shops. They call it non-stick surface, or some kind of ceramic or something. You know what, I have used those non-stick, ceramic, you name it, surfaces in the past, and I find that they're all useless, to say the least. I mean, they work for a month or two, and then that surface starts getting scratches and it starts to come off. Useless isn't the right word here, because all those bits that come off, they go with food into your mouth, and you can have some problems later. So I found the easiest is actually stainless steel. I mean, you can even have your eggs and omelette or whatever you want on this, and it doesn't stick, and it's perfect. And you can clean it really easily. You can scrape remains of your food off. But you know what, another thing I found, as I was trying to get one of these stainless steel frying pans, they don't sell them. You go to every shop and you will never find them in shops. I had to actually go online, find some even online you will be looking for your frying pan, and you know, you will be always given those non-stick, ceramic, you know, all these horrible things made of aluminium and some kind of surface stuck to it. I think there's even some kind of conspiracy. I mean, they're deliberately forcing people to use these horrible, unsuitable for long-term use pans and pots. I mean, really, I'm not exaggerating this, and I have used them myself in the past, and they do work for a month or two, but then inevitably you get scratches, and that surface becomes damaged and it starts to come off. Well, okay, enough of my of my moaning about the frying pans, but this one, guys, I really highly recommend. I mean, it's just a very simple, basic stainless steel frying pan, so if you want, you can find it, but I'll tell you, it will be a small struggle. So, and here I'm going to show you how I prepare my parsnips. So I use this tool. You can use it for potatoes and other vegetables to remove skins. So I remove the outer layer and I turn them into these nice clean bits of parsnip flesh. I also remove the tops and bottoms. And then I'm going to chop these into small sticks, and similar to what my spices, here they are. My spices are now hot and ready. To those kind of sticks, similar sized to my, what's it called, cinnamon. This kind of shape and size. So I'm going to cut them into these sticks, and then I'm going to put them into my oil and spices. Well, and here I've got one of my parsnips cut already. So these are the sticks that I'm going to use in my frying pan. So I'm going to take them here, and I'm going to show you what they look like when I put them in my pan. So here they are. So these are the kind of the size of your sticks. So they mix really well with your spices, especially with lemongrass and cinnamon sticks. So they're easy to roll over, and that's it. So I'm going to cover these. So I've got my second parsnip now cut. I'm going to put it into my frying pan, and I'm going to leave it on medium or small amount of heat, because if you cook them slowly, they will be more gentle, there will be some crispiness left in them, and you're probably not going to burn them either, so it's a good idea, I think. So I'm going to increase the heat a little to start with, and then I'm going to lightly fry them on small heat. So and that is going to be my Sunday roast vegetable dish with I might also add something else later. I haven't decided what yet, but this is really delicious. And what I'm going to say, the same method will also work with carrots. I have tried this with carrots before, and they come out really beautiful as well. And just before I leave my parsnips to grill and to fry, I probably will also pop out into my urban garden, and I'm going to get some green lavender, and I'm going to put these lavender leaves inside this frying pot, my frying pan, and these lavenders will add an extra sort of a bit of greenness, a bit of floral, a floral note, so it will really improve it a little. Also, I'm going to mention that parsnip itself has its own gentle. I'm going to cover these now so that oil doesn't damage my the lens in the camera. Parsnip itself also has this very pleasant, gentle flavor. It certainly has more flavor than, let's say, potatoes, because potatoes you really need to add some kind of flavor. It's mainly starch or some kind of starchy texture. Carrots do have their own flavor, and so do parsnips. But when you eat parsnips simply boiled or simply fried, I mean, that single flavor of parsnip can be overwhelming and perhaps lacking some complexity and depth. It is very nice. You can really have it on its own. I like it sometimes. But if you want something, let's say, richer, more complex on a Sunday, and spend some more time eating this food and want to enjoy it, then definitely add all these spices. I think well, I tried it before and I absolutely loved it, so that's why I would recommend it to you as well. So, and before I go hunting for fresh herbs into my urban garden, I just wanted to show you something. Parsnips are a relatively gentle vegetable. So look how quickly it developed these golden colors. So I literally only had it in this pot for a couple of minutes, and I had to reduce the heat quickly because look, it's not burning yet, but the golden crust is developing very quickly. So I just wanted to warn you so that you know not to leave it on high heat for too long. And you need to gently move these parsnips around so that it doesn't burn on one side, and you get more even distribution of heat across them all. But they are already looking gorgeous, as you can see. So now I'm going to go into my garden to get some fresh herb. So some parts of my urban garden look a little messy. Oh, this is my broccoli. It's beginning to develop new leaves, and I had to protect it from. See what I've done here? I had to protect it from slugs. Would you believe it? Slugs come to nibble on my broccoli here. So there's a bit of strawberry. This is quite late strawberry, so it's going to be interesting. But what I'm after really is, this is one of my lavenders. So I'm going to get some of these lavenders, I think. I've also got a curry plant, and I've got rosemary. So, but I think, and some mints. These are mints. These are black mints. These are not peppermints. But I think, well, some of these lavenders. Or maybe I should look for slightly juicier lavender. There is some rosemary here. Yeah, these lavenders they have slightly juicier leaves. So I'm only going to collect a few of these green leaf types of herb, because I don't want this flavor to be overpowering. But these green leaves, they're really full of flavor, and you know what? They've got both lavender and a green, like a green herbaceous note. Gorgeous. I've lost one. So so these will go in, and I'm also thinking some rosemary. And I do have some nice rosemary. Well, my garden is in the process of being prepared for autumn, and so I've got all these new plants here that I haven't had a chance to create a bigger space for them just yet. But these are my gorgeous rosemaries, which are quite juicy. So I'm going to get some rosemary leaf here, just like this, just a tiny. So I've got some echinacea there. A bit of a mess here, so I need to sort this out before autumn and colder months start. So I think I need to go back now. So let's see how my parsnips are doing. Yeah, I think they're nearly ready, and I think this is actually a good time to put my rosemaries and lavenders in. Because you don't want to overcook them. You want to retain some green note in them, and so just dot them around like this. And I think my parsnips are actually ready. I don't think I need more heat. So what I'm going to do, I know these still need, but you know what? It's up to you. If you want some of your parsnips to remain crispiness, like some of these will be crispy, and others will be that have already developed some golden crust. They will be sort of more caramelized already. But I think it's a good time for me to maybe switch off the heat completely and allow them to simply sit in these flavors to develop a more complex bouquet of flavors, and this will be ready for my Sunday meal. I'm going to switch this off now, and I've already tried them. I know they're absolutely delicious. You can have these with meat, you can have these with rice, for example. You can have these with whatever you fancy, really. You can even have these as a snack on a toast, or just to nibble. It's absolutely fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are also preparing wonderful Sunday meals, and do share some of your tips, how you'd like your parsnips cooked, and what you do with them. I would love to learn from you as well. And let me wish you bon appetit and a wonderful weekend, or what's left of it.